Okay, greetings, Patriots, Star Seas light workers, and of course our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and I'm Alex West, and reporting to you from somewhere in the central Philippines. Now, today, or this morning, early this morning, lots of reports are coming in. It's just inundated. Now, the social media is full of hacks and scammers, as you know, and you have to be very, very careful navigating your way through all the bullshit, okay? So I want patriots out there to be very, very careful. Now, there's also, before I get reading some of the military drops, I just want to assure everybody that, everything is going as planned. There's 47 cities in the United States that Trump will target, just like he did in Washington. This is basically a template or an idea giving you a kind of a floor plan on how each city is going to be taken down by the military. Remember what he said, the military is the only way, right? Okay, so, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, he's not just going to stop at, L.A. L.A. was the first one, but they had to go in there and get all these deep, nasty, dark elements that were under L.A., and they're still cleaning it out. Now, don't forget, he has deputized thousands and thousands and thousands of National Guard. So they have powers on a federal level, okay? Now, then he went into Washington, and people are going down Washington. They're doing, selfies with, small short videos saying, how peaceful it is and how nice it is now because the military went in there and cleaned it all out. Next, Chicago. Next, New York, Baltimore. This Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland, wherever he is, tried to go up against Trump like thousands of other governors and senators and whoever, and has failed. All he's done is expose himself. Now, the 47 cities that are going to be cleaned out are around the United States. But don't think for 1 minute it's going to stop there. Every city, he's going to probably point next into Canada. And every city in Canada is going to be targeted next. The military will roll in and gut it and clean it out, and we will be able to get our country back. Now, we're not just talking about, prime ministers and, premiers of the, province or whatever. We're talking right down to school council and anything that has been involved in corruption of any kind, because they got all the data already. The data is there based on the data mining of Space Force and the NSA. Got me? Okay, you with me so far? So they're not going to just stop at Canada. Once Canada gets cleaned out, they're going to Australia. Then they're going to go to New Zealand, and they're going to take out every city possible. And where are these criminals going to run to? If they don't have the cities to hide in, they have nowhere to hide, because they have been pinpointed through the technology that Space Force has. The level of intelligence of this military is beyond words. So they're not just going to stop in Canada. They're going to go through all the cities, which is going to be quite an easy job because, how many cities is there? 10, 11? Not 47. So you're going to see that be probably cleaned up in, 2, maybe 3 weeks, And then from there, it'll go to Australia. How many cities are there? Not that many. They had to take out the beacon of light, all the criminals that were in there, and anything going on there. So, Trump and the military really don't give a shit what these libtards say, or what any other, MAGA hating or Trump hating, idiots that are out there that are, possess nothing but ignorance, say, because they're, what they say is really irrelevant. Trump is making the world safe again. Once he gets through all the Commonwealth, he will move on to other cities that they feel that are pertinent to the situation, and probably demand a good clean out. And that's being done. All this stuff is being laid out at a point where we are going to start seeing significant difference, and it's happening right now. I'm seeing all kinds of changes right now. As far as I know, he's already deployed military. He's already deployed military into Chicago. Okay? So let's just go on here. Here we go here. Now, bear with me here. Now, let's going to move on to money a little bit. Okay, they have given. Now, you have to be very, very leery of the banks if you have foreign money. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because the banks, no matter if they're compliant to what's going on in Basel III and they're following the common law of what is, demanded of them to start working for the people, they still will try to give you a lower rate. Okay, now we've been told that we will obtain a higher exchange rates through a exchange appointment at a official redemption center. Plus, banks cannot redeem Zimbabwe bonds of any kind. Redemption centers will be available worldwide. And in the U.S., I guess along with other, like it says in the U.S. only right now, all redemption centers will be located within 70 miles of everybody's home. Okay, so they are really working hard to get those redemption centers up and running for everybody that has that's going to be needing the redemption centers that have foreign currencies. Maybe there's a lot of them out there, but that should go fairly quick. Now, moving into Canada, redemption centers, or any other country with redemption centers, you might have to go travel a little bit further. So, Chase Bank, okay, has officially rolled out the new exchange rate nationwide in the United States. Okay, it's the Iraq dinar, IQD, is at $7.95. That's through a redemption center, and the Vietnamese dong, VND, is at $5.67. And like I said, you'll get that, I believe, if you've been a good boy or good girl and you have redemption money or foreign currency money of those two countries. Okay, so it has to be Vietnamese dong or the Iraqi dinar. Now, I heard that the Iraqi dinar could hold up things, which is kind of bad news, because Iraq, you know what Iraq's like. I mean, they're just, somebody's always fighting with somebody down there. But that's not going to stop other currencies from making their move, okay? And they will roll out their own rates at that time, not being held up by Iraq, okay? So that's a good sign. But people that hold dinar could could wait a little bit longer. Now, let's move on here. NESARA is about to hit the world like a earthquake, and no one is prepared for the shockwaves that are about to tear through every corner of society. This is not a financial reset. This is a total system collapse and rebirth of a brand new system that will not, they will not have debt. Your debt will be clean. Your mortgages will be wiped out. Your taxes, there will be no more taxes. The only taxes that you're going to receive will be for new items, and that'll be a 14% flat tax, okay? Which I've said many times before. The corrupt elite who've been ruling from the shadows are about to have the power obliterated. It's time to expose the lies and break through, free of the chains. They've wrapped us around, or they have chained us for decades. Now, you have to understand, folks, these demon satanic pedophiles have had control over humanity for 6,000 years. That's given them lots of time to implement their hatred and demonic ideologies into society at every level, okay? It's not going to be, one thing takes care of everything. It's not like that. I see a pattern going on here that's going to take out the demonics city by city. And this will continue for however long it takes. It could be 2 years, could be 5 years, could be 10 years, who knows. But that's not going to hold up the good, positive light that is entering our ecosystem. And we have to, as digital warriors and patriots and freedom fighters and starseeds and light workers, we all have to do our part about, shining the light and sharing the love for all the people that are in this, that are basically fixated and manipulated their minds. They have to be free. Now, Trudeau, not the Trudeau politician, but I think his name was Kevin Trudeau. He was basically a political prisoner for 8 years. They, ordered to shut him up. He was incarcerated in prison for 8 years to say nothing. But they let him out finally, and they had nothing else to hold on him. But he has a huge following now. And he said something very interesting the other day. He said that every elite or people that were able to, be part of the club had their pineal glands decalcified. So they were working on their chakra, spiritual frequencies, however they were going, and they were able to have this huge edge because their pineal glands were crystalline, and they were free and clear to operate the way we should have all been operated. But for the normal person, we still have this pineal gland that is filled up with carbon base and calcium, and it has to be released. And this is what is going to happen, as what Ishmael Perez has said, that when the solar flashes come, and they will come in 3, there will be 3 flashes, and that will start, they'll start opening up our pineal glands, and anybody that has been in a demonic state of mind and the psyche will destroy them. And on my final words here, Nasera and the redemption and Jasara that's going over the planet, everybody has that has been doing good, humanitarian, and has love in their heart and has no ill intentions of hurting, will receive all these benefits. and all the troublemakers and NPCs and whoever else is out there will be left out in the cold. So this whole society, this whole thing is changing. They have documentations on everybody and everything, and it's, you know, med beds are coming. They're going to help you, and people that, you know, didn't, you know, unknowingly, you know, took the Kool-Aid, I'm sure will be healed through them, and that's all coming here very, very shortly. We have to watch the transformation of humanity, what's happening right now, and be able to realize that this is happening on a day-to-day basis. So everything's getting better and better by the day. So forget about all the rhetoric, and let's just focus in on the positive light that's there. Anyways, my time is up for now, and we'll see everybody on the next one. Bye for now.